Sounds good. Any adjustments to the agenda? Good, okay. Any conflict of interest disclosures? All right, so we'll do the pledge. David, I'll have you do the pledge for us today.
Please stand.
All right.
Ready to begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So this meeting will be open to the public and conducted in a virtual format to be inclusive of all participation preferences. Public comment participation is encouraged by emailing any comments to the city clerk's office or by calling in using the phone number provided on the front of the agenda. Do we have any public comments for items not on the agenda?
I have no written requests. Benny, do we have any callers on the line?
No callers.
Okay. So we're moving on to our action items here. Approval of minutes. I'll ask for a motion there. Any,
I'll make a motion.
okay,
Mr. Chair? I'll second.
I'll second.
all right.
Public comments?
What's that?
Do we have any public comments?
Any public comments?
Yeah. We have to ask.
Oh, okay. Are there, okay, any public comments there?
I have no written requests. Benny, do we have any callers on the line?
No callers.
Okay, cool. I guess we, do you ever casting votes on this?
Yes,
Or,
we can do a all in
all-
favor.
Okay. So you did a motion, you did a second, so then.
You can either say roll call
Okay,
or all in favor.
Yeah, I got it. All right, all in favor.
Aye.
Aye, there we go. All right.
The ayes have it.
The ayes have it. Very good. Okay, so now we're looking at fiscal year 24-25 fourth quarter budget update and financial status report. So this is, I'm guessing, Jennifer?
Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to introduce our budget analyst,
okay.
Marcia Mason. And Marcia is going to be presenting this report tonight for
Is
you.
it Martha Mason?
Marcia.
Marcia Mason.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you, Marcia.
Good to meet you, Marcia.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Marcia, is it an SH or a C? All right.
All right,
I asked because that's my mom's name.
very nice.
With SH.
Did you say it was with a C, David?
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So it is with a C? Very good.
All right, you're up.
Reports for general fund revenue, general fund expenditures by department and category, and then the enterprise funds for wastewater, revenue and expense, and transit revenue and expense. Just a disclaimer here, all numbers presented are preliminary as departments have until August 31st to submit their invoices for goods and services that were rendered on or before June 30th. First up is the general fund revenues. As of June 30th, the revenues are at 105 budgeted revenues that have been collected. Most of the general fund revenue budget is from taxes. Property tax is usually recorded in December and May, and sales tax is received in monthly advance estimate payments and then a quarterly actual cleanup payment. To date, we have recorded payments through April. Other taxes include motor vehicle in lieu, which is received in February and June, as well as utility users tax, which is received monthly. Miscellaneous revenue will decrease as the fourth quarter investment earnings need to be allocated to other funds for their share. Overall, general fund revenues are expected to come in over budget by $8.3 million.
Speak a little bit closer to the
Oh,
mic, please. I can't, us old folks are hard of hearing. Harder of hearing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next up is general fund expenditures. The general fund expenditures by department What has been highlighted is 10% under or over as we continue to pay the invoices and complete the year-end entries through August. So these numbers aren't final. We currently have no budgets that are over budget.
Could we ask questions or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Couple of things. Number one, I am curious, so going back to the general fund revenues, franchise fees, where do those stem from? Like, where does that money come from? Obviously, it's from franchise fees, but what are franchise fees, if you could describe that for me?
We have a string of restaurants.
So franchise fees are specific to, like, we have cable provider and Verizon. They have agreements essentially to do business and utilize lines within the city. And so that's a fee that they pay for that specific service. And we have agreements that are tied to that, and there's a tax that comes in for that.
Got it. Okay, so it's those for those specific providers.
Correct.
Okay, so it isn't necessarily fees that come from franchises that are in Beaumont, like a McDonald's or anything?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
this is
wondering.
specific to utilities.
Got it,
It's
okay.
waste, we have one with Waste Management, we have one with Charter, well, it used to be Charter, now Spectrum, Verizon, so those kind of service providers.
Okay.
Yeah, they will enter into a franchise agreement, pay tax.
Got it. Okay, so that, yeah, thank you. That was something I was always kind of wondering about that. And then, looking at the expenditures, they all look pretty in line there. The only one I can see is, you're looking at economic development has only spent 30% of its budget, and we hardly have any time left. So, do you know why that's so low?
Yes, economic development is the program or the department that handles the program for businesses to enhance their business. So not a lot of businesses wanted to participate in that program, like for upgrading their
Got it.
store.
Okay, so there's money allocated to incentivize businesses to upgrade, and that money hasn't been spent, is basically
Correct.
what you're saying. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but that's.
Yeah, and that department was extremely understaffed for a while, and they are now fully staffed. So
Okay.
they're working on continuing the incentive programs.
Okay.
So I would imagine that some of this money that's remaining would be rolled over into the next budget.
Okay, so yeah, cool. Okay, it's gonna roll that
So
over.
it looks like it's trending upward, you would think? Is it trending upward?
Not
It's
currently,
30%
but now,
that we're giving away more money? Is that correct or no?
well, the money that was allocated in the budget for the specific incentive program has not been being spent. But you didn't have staff
Yeah.
that were able to work on it. But now that they are fully staffed, they are getting back into working on it, and we'll have discussions probably with the economic development team.
You
as
said
far
that will
as-
roll over to next year.
Right, and they
Yeah.
can request to roll
Sure,
those funds
sure.
over, yeah.
Is the Thursday night downtown Beaumont Nights a part of that? Or is that come from that, is that a part of the economic development, or is that from another department?
That's more of community services.
That's community
Yeah.
services, okay. Because I happen to go, my sons go to a music studio down there, and so we go there on Thursdays, and I see the hustle and bustle there, so that's
Yeah,
always nice
The
to see.
business incentive program is more so like they did at Grease Interceptor for businesses to get those in, to be able to have, grease not going, to the wastewater systems, and then for like facade improvements on businesses.
Okay.
So those were some of the programs that they had going and were offering to businesses. And they can, work together to continue to decide if that program is going to be ongoing or not, but that is essentially something that's was directed, I think, through the Economic Development Committee, and something that they're continuously working on.
Okay, sounds great. So it sounds like we're in the process of fully staffing and getting ready and moving on, doing good things there in the Economic Development Department there, so that's good.
Mr. Chair, I got a question.
Sure.
So on fire, I know that they bill us when they bill us, but can you, for the public's sake, let us know how often they bill us and then what we expect that next bill to be? Because that looks like it's probably the lion's share of why we're 14% under.
It is a big piece of it, yes. So they invoice us quarterly, however, they are notoriously late. So we normally have to book an estimate by year end if we haven't received the invoice in time.
So we've accounted for that in the year-end budget and all that?
That is not reported in here yet.
It's not
So what
reported
you're
yet.
missing here
Not
is the
yet, but-
fourth quarter piece.
Okay,
Right.
so, but
Right.
are you able to plug in a figure so it's closer to
Yes.
that, or? Okay.
Yes. So what we'll do is we can get an estimate, we can reach out to the county and get an estimate from them if they're not quite done with their invoicing yet, and it will be posted into the fiscal year '25
Okay.
before closing. And then once we do receive that invoice, we do a kind of like a cleanup entry
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, it will be just probably shy of about 2 million. I'm guessing about 1.7, 1.8.
Okay, so then that should still, let's see, where'd it go? So that'll easily fall in within, let's see, wait, yeah, because we're only at 5.1 million, and we budgeted for 9.2.
Right, they will be well within budget.
Okay.
The 9.2 is a contracted.
So having
amount, yeah.
even almost still a $2 million difference, was that just, do we know, I mean, I'm not going to complain it's lower, but do we know why?
I think a lot of it was tied to the timing of the new fire station.
Okay.
So normally when they give us their estimates, they always give us worst case
Yeah,
scenario,
we thought it was
right?
going to open sooner than it
Right,
actually did.
Right, and on top of that, then they also always budget kind of like at that top step level.
Yeah.
And you don't always have that. So it's those kind of two factors that play into why there's savings in that
Okay.
department.
And then to help these guys in the public, top step is top pay scale for each employee, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
One other question I have, could you define for me the line between police and police support? I'm interested in, not sure what exactly, where you draw that line, but what is that?
Okay, the police are the ones that actually patrol.
Okay.
And the support is the staff that are supporting those functions.
Like administrative type?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Administrative
did
dispatch, like. those
dispatch, that
yeah.
kind of stuff. Okay, so that's that, all right.
So a sworn officer then to be in the police category, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, thank you. I just was curious about that.
So the police department falls under sworn officers, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, directly, just, and that's the only thing.
Right.
And then we have the canine, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, cool. And then I think, are there any other questions?
Sure.
Sure she has more. Go ahead.
Just a little bit more.
Sure.
Okay, the next slide is the general fund by type, general fund expenditures by type. So we see that the personnel comes in at 41% of the budget. Operating is 30%. Capital is 3%. And then you have personnel is 91% expenditures received or budgeted. What was budgeted has received. Operating is 72%, and then capital is 91%, contingency is 87%.
And these numbers are going to change because we are still processing invoices and payments for last fiscal year. So these are not final numbers.
So our fiscal year ends, at what date is that again, Jennifer?
The fiscal year ends June 30th, but we process invoices beyond that, and then also to do like our cleanup and entries and everything, getting ready for audit. So we are working on year end all the way through August.
Yeah, thank you.
So most of the payroll would be finalized, you know,
Payroll is finalized.
fairly
Yes,
easily.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And so you've probably already answered this question back in the day, but recruitment hiring obviously is quite a bit above. You probably, who was it that you hired that pushed it above?
There were specific, we talked about economic development and that department being,
Got
right, so that was a couple of those. We had some other director positions that went out. So there was some vacancies that we were filling in this current fiscal year that were not necessarily planned for at the time of budget.
Got it.
And that had extra costs.
Police chief too, right?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
And police chief too?
You're right, right.
All right, that's it for my questions. Do you guys have any others? I'm good so far.
Good so far.
Okay. Do you have any, well, go ahead and,
All right, I'll move on to the enterprise fund.
go.
First up is wastewater. Wastewater revenues are collected in arrears. The first billing for fiscal '25 was collected in September, and billing is completed on a bi-monthly basis, and the July billing was accrued for 2025. As of June 30th, the wastewater fund has collected 113% of its budgeted revenues. The other revenue sources are return check fees. The miscellaneous revenue category is interest earnings and lease revenue. Overall, wastewater revenue came in over budget by 3.1 million. And wastewater expenses have personnel at 96%, operating at 83%, and contingency is over budget by 196%, and then transfers are 93%. The overall expenditures are expected to come in at 681,000 less than budgeted. But I will point out that the contingency that's 196% is because there was the emergency repair over by the golf course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah, the water disaster.
Yes, I do remember that.
Have any questions on that?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ron.
So the 113% revenue, so that's a plus,
Yes.
looks like. What is the reason for that plus?
Well, if you look-
Billing,
Well, if you look at the cost recovery, it's at 4,919%. That's because we don't budget for the cost recovery that, all of it that comes in, so there was a large amount that came in, causing us to be at 113% over.
is that something that they can kick back to the users at all? Rebate to the users if we collect more than we should, or does that just go in general fund?
Well, the cost recovery in this case, I believe, was a fine for something they shouldn't have been doing, right?
Oh,
So
I
we don't
see.
want to necessarily, we don't budget for that.
Sure.
In the year. We also were over on our proprietary revenues, so those are in our rates. What could have happened is it could have been larger growth than what was expected, so more people connecting to the sewer billing than what was anticipated, so you have that happening as well. And then interest earnings, so we have more interest earnings here
Sure.
than what we have budgeted for.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we budgeted conservatively,
Sure.
and then we try to, as we continue to go down each year, try to get those more in line.
Yes.
Ron, I was going to ask the same question, so
Yeah.
good thought there. But to add to it, though, on the cost recovery, would that be like the grease trap violations? Would that be included in that, too?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
And then this is enterprise fund, so it's not general fund, it's special funds.
Alrighty.
Got one more here
Go
in the
ahead.
enterprise fund. It's the transit. Oh,
Whoops.
it's like. Okay, transit revenues are over budget by 101%. Taxes collected are Measure A, operating assistance, which is quarterly. Intergovernmental is RCTC funding. And miscellaneous revenue is interest and EV charging. And proprietary is fares. Transit expenses are 92% total budget, with personnel at 96% and operating at 80%, and then structure is at 100%. Overall, transit expenditures are expected to come in below budget by 196,000. You have any questions on that?
Yeah, I do have a question on transit. So if there's any extra funds left over after this is all balanced, does that go back to RCTC?
Yes.
It does.
Because they're helping to supplement, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? Ron, you got anything?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to give a
Go
big,
ahead.
I want to give a big shout out to staff and council and everybody that, did a good job this year. It's always nice to hear that we're a little extra on the revenue, so we forecast it conservatively, and then to be under budget on a lot of stuff. I know some of those numbers will change, but, keep up the good work, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
Good.
you. I know it's hard work. Thank you.
yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I should probably take this time to ask if we have any public comments.
I have no written requests. Benny, do we have any callers on the line?
No callers.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'll move that we receive and file.
All right, I'll second.
You can do it all in favor if you want.
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Is that me, or I thought Nicole did that?
No, well, you're the one that asked for it.
I'm the one that
Yeah.
asked for, oh, okay, I'm the
So
one
if
that
you,
asked.
so if you were to say roll call, please, then she'll
Oh,
do,
so I have to say roll call for them to do it. Got it.
or you can do all in favor.
Okay.
That's the fun of
Council, we do,
fun of being in charge.
Oh, yeah. there
on
you
a
go.
council meeting, we always do roll call, because we want to
Got
hear
it.
everybody's specific vote.
Okay, see, when I do this once every 6 months, I always forget, but that's okay. All right, all
Yeah, we haven't done this in a little while, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's okay.
6 months, because I think I did it last time.
exactly. Exactly.
Just wait till you're mayor.
Hopefully you could find the building all right.
I found the building, that I remembered. All right, excellent. Okay, so in that case, we go ahead and move on to the fourth quarter investment report.
All right, and that will be me. So thank you. Good evening, committee members. I'm presenting the fourth quarter investment report for fiscal year 24-25, covering activity from April through June of 2025. This report has been prepared in accordance with Government Code Section 53646 and the city's investment policy, and will move forward to the next city council meeting following this committee's review. Overall, the city's portfolio performed well this quarter. We received over $2.4 million in interest and investment earnings, with highlights including $845,000 from the public trust portfolio, $570,000 in interest from LAIF, nearly $439,000 from California Class, and about $310,000 from the Wells Fargo sweep account. Our PARS Trust also posted a strong quarter with gains of about $197,000. We continue to maintain strong liquidity and diversification across multiple accounts, with significant balances in LAIF at $52 million and California Class at more than $40 million. There are no policy exceptions to report this quarter. All investments are in compliance with their policy's requirements for safety, liquidity, and yield. Looking ahead, we have a BMO CD maturing tomorrow. Based on current rate data, staff recommends reinvesting in a 6-month CD, and that's to take advantage of favorable yields while maintaining flexibility. That concludes my report, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
The 6-month CD, what's the yield on that? What's the,
So I pulled that up because I got it this morning. So it's at 3.61
3.61 for 6 months?
for 6 months.
Yeah, thank you.
Jennifer, I've got a question. So on LAIF quarter 3 interest of $570,000, can you explain the chart above why that dollar amount from April through June is the same? Would that be added to it? Is that interest reinvested into that same account?
For LAIF, we get quarterly, we get LAIF interest quarterly. So the balance does not change from month to month until you receive the interest.
Okay, so they just basically acknowledge, hey, this is what you're going to get?
Right,
And we
well,
haven't received it yet, or?
The interest that we posted, we received was for the third quarter.
Okay.
We have not yet
Oh,
posted
duh,
fourth quarter.
Okay, duh, okay, I'm a quarter off.
Yeah, some of them come in monthly and some of them come in quarterly. So some you will notice are adjusting monthly and some are not.
Okay, so they have not identified yet what the interest earned is in quarter 4, right?
No, right, correct.
Okay.
All right, are there any other questions?
I'm good.
All right, so we should receive and file, right? So, let's see, I guess I can, you want to make the motion?
I'll move to receive and file.
Okay, I will go ahead and just ask all in favor.
Need a second?
All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, boom.
Can we just clarify the second on that one? I have a motion by Fenn, a second.
Ron,
Ron,
Rader.
second
Thank
Ron,
you.
and then
Oh,
three
do
aye.
do we have any public comments on that
Gotta
one?
keep it-
Yes, let's go ahead and do that again. All right.
Keep
do-
us legal. Go ahead.
That's right, keep us legal. There you go. Do we have any public comments?
I have no written requests. Benny, do we have any callers on the line?
No callers.
All right.
Okay. So moving on, move to the purchasing policy update.
That is me.
All right.
Okay, so while evaluating ways to improve operational efficiencies across departments, staff identified a key opportunity to streamline the city's procurement process. The proposed update to the city's purchasing policy aims to streamline procurement processes by allowing city council approval of contract agreements to also authorize the associated requisition and purchase order. So that's the big update here, is that we're also including language for the associated requisition and purchase order. This change eliminates redundant approval steps, reducing delays in contract execution, encumbrance, and vendor payments, especially for time-sensitive services. Departments will still be required to confirm funding availability and submit all necessary documentation to ensure compliance and fiscal oversight. So you can see the language update, it's in red, it's on page 8 of the purchasing policy update, but in this packet, it's on page 67. 67.
Okay. Let me jump to that.
And so you can see the specific language where we added the requisition and purchase orders.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Right there.
Yeah.
Let me look at that.
So staff recommends the Finance and Audit Committee review and approve this policy update and forward it to council for final adoption. And then I can answer any questions you may have on this update.
So before this, what after, so you have a purchase order?
So originally, just the contract would get approved,
Okay,
and then staff would come back to get requisitions and purchase orders approved.
okay,
And it's a little bit of a challenge sometimes when we're only having one council meeting a
Right.
month.
okay.
And it just kind of delays some things. So if we add this to the policy, then all three would be bundled in, and staff can move faster on the projects.
Okay.
And we don't expect any further modification to fall in line with like audit procedures or audit review or anything like that, right? Am I,
Nope.
okay. Because I know sometimes we go to do something and they might say, well, you could do it better by doing this, you know, it's
Right,
relatively
yeah.
simple change.
Yeah, it's a simple This change. is- They'll and just test it.
Right, and it's normal, it's actual, a best practice.
Yes.
So a lot of other agencies already do this. The thing is they normally have it written somewhere in ordinance or policy, and ours specifically doesn't. So this actually puts it in there, so we are able to administratively do this internal process of just approving the purchases that have already been approved.
Right.
So when we do the audit, it's not going to get red flagged or anything. It's, like you said, it's a part of the standard practice.
Correct.
Okay. All righty, any other questions?
No, and I recommend that we just, we accept the additional language change and move it forward to council approval.
All right, fantastic. Then let's go ahead.
Is that just a direction? Okay.
Yeah, that's all we're, yeah, exactly. We're doing, all right, so, okay.
Oh,
you've already-
public comment.
Yes, public comment. Are there any public comments there?
I have no written requests. Benny, do we have any callers on the line?
No callers.
All right. So,
So,
oh, go
Ron,
ahead.
when we just do something and we're giving staff direction, it's just a general consensus? Yeah, so you good too then? Okay.
There is, I'm sorry, just to clarify, I'm reading in the recommendation, and the recommendation is to approve the policy update.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So
All
I
right.
would
So-
recommend a motion for
Okay.
this one.
All right, so let me modify my motion and, let's see. So I move that we approve the recommended changes and then move to council for approval.
I thought that might,
I'll-
That's better, yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you, guys.
second.
Cool.
Thank you.
All righty. So moving on there, let's go to C5, updated debt management policy.
Okay, that will be me again. So this evening before you is a update to the debt management policy. And the city is required to maintain a formal debt policy under California Government Code, Section 8855I.
And this policy guides how we issue, manage, and evaluate our debt obligations and ensures our practices align with state law and best practices recommended by the Government Finance Officers Association, or GFOA. Over the past few months, the Finance Department conducted a comprehensive review and update of the existing policy. The proposed version includes several key enhancements that strengthen the city's financial oversight, long-term planning, and transparency. Some of the most notable updates include limiting debt issuance strictly to capital projects and equipment with a useful life of more than 1 year, ensuring we don't use debt to fund short-lived or operational needs, prohibiting the use of debt to cover recurring operating costs or budget shortfalls, which reinforces our commitment to structural balance, aligning debt terms with the life of the asset being financed, ensuring that repayment schedules are structured responsibly and proportionately, prioritizing self-supporting debt like revenue bonds and special assessments to minimize reliance on the general fund and protect core city services, adding formal criteria to evaluate alternatives such as inter-fund loans, refundings, and private placements, supporting flexibility and fiscal prudence, and strengthening oversight, disclosure practices, credit rating targets, and integration with our capital improvement program, the CIP, so debt decisions are made in full alignment with long-term planning. Together, these updates help ensure that our debt portfolio remains sustainable, transparent, and well-aligned with the city's long-term financial strategy. The previous policy, as you can see, has been outlined in red. It was probably done many years ago. I would say it's sometime in 2016. Okay. While it did kind of address all of these things, it just wasn't as robust as it could have been and not as much of a guiding document. So therefore, we are recommending these the current updates to the policy so that we do have a better guiding policy to move us forward should we decide to take on any debt. I also would like to say that the recommended action has to adopt the updated management policy, but only City Council can adopt, so if that could just be recommend moving forward to City Council. And with that, I'm available for any questions you have.
All right, are there any questions?
I do have one, sir.
Go ahead.
So the section that just says debt management with the 7 bullet points, that was the whole thing there?
Yes.
So it's basically, it's all out, and then everything in the black ink is the new proposed?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
It was vague, if
Because at
that's what you
first
could call
glance
it.
on the agenda, I'm like, was that the intro section that came out? I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't seem right.
That was
So-
the actual, it was a very snippet that was
Mm-hmm.
in our financial management policies. And so what it's do is we're going to take that out and then we're going to make it its own debt policy.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
I mean, I think this, what you've worked on here looks significantly better than what you are replacing. So I definitely am in favor of this, but anyway, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm good. It does make more sense than it did before. Even reading through the red lines, it does make a lot of sense. Thank you.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense there. All right, so the motion then is to.
Wait,
Public
actually,
comment?
Oh,
Yeah, do
public
public
comments, any public comments?
I have no written requests. Benny, do we have any callers on the line?
No callers.
All right, any other questions we have?
no, sir, but I will
Okay.
move that we approve the updated debt management policy and submit to council for adoption.
I second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, so now we're moving on to subcommittees here. Has there been any kind of changes over the course of the past several months on either of these committees? Any kind of updates? I know for internal control, I haven't necessarily done anything, but.
So we have a vacancy for the alternate, is that correct? And how would we go to city council and ask for them to approve an alternate or appoint an alternate? You think that's necessary, Nicole?
It is a lengthy process. We have to put out application, notice of application that's available on the website, accept them, and then take them to council for interviews and then selection from there. So I was hoping that we could do it with we have a round coming up, like we do annually.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
was hoping we could just add this to the next group, and
To address
appoint it that way.
Address that with the rest of them, yeah.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments on subcommittees before we move on? All right. I guess I'll ask, are there any public comments?
Since there's no action on these.
Oh,
we
you don't
need
have to do
check
it?
for-
All right, in that case, I won't worry about it. All right. Then we'll move on to committee member comments.
Mr. Chair, I've got one.
Sure.
So the city is in the process, or staff is in the process of, or maybe finished, but I'm sure it's an ongoing effort, is they've updated the city's website. And I took a tour through it and so forth. It's even more user-friendly, and I like the format and so forth. And if somebody wants to find, the budget, it's pretty easy to find now. And so there's some links on the first page, the homepage for the city, if you're looking for anything from projects that are going on in the city, the financials and so forth. It's pretty user-friendly, and I think it's a nice upgrade, and I think that'll help the public if they want to do some digging. There's an easy way to find out, and then even take them to the public records request information in there too. So, great job.
That's great news. Any other committee member comments?
I just want to thank our new person in finance, Marcia. Thank you for your efforts, and look forward to working with you.
I second that motion. No. Okay, so treasurer's absence, we'll move on from there. Finance director comments.
Yes, thank you. We have been working on in finance in coordination with our CFD administrator on updating our CFD goals and policies.
Okay.
So that is something that's going to actually complement this debt policy that we just looked at, because it's going to talk about the land secured financing, as well as what are the goals of the current CFD program and how we're going to move forward with that. We would like to have a special meeting to review that item. We were hoping we could look at August 25th. So if that's something that the Finance Committee would be able to do, we would like to get that scheduled.
All right, well, let me take a look. August 25th.
And I'm not just saying that, but I think it's close to the time we're headed to Hawaii for 2 weeks. Right. What's the day of the week on that?
It's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
Yeah, I think we leave on Wednesday, so I think I'm good for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think, let me just check really quick.
I would save time, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we could do the same time.
Yeah, I don't see any kind of issue with that. So I don't know if is there any kind of formal process we have to go through setting that, or how does that work?
A consensus is fine, and then I can send an email out to the whole group.
Okay.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Great,
That works
thank
for
you.
me. That works for me too.
That would be, let me hold on one sec. Do that. Boom.
Yeah, it's like if you don't save it now, you'll forget, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm doing.
Exactly. Okay.
And that concludes my comments. Thank you.
Thank you for those comments. All right, I guess that's it. So we will adjourn. It is 6:40, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Thank you for all your hard work.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.